Hey, welcome to Cooking with Frankie Meatball. Today, I am going to make you a bourbon chicken taco. Barbecue bourbon chicken taco, that is, with a corn salsa. And since we're cooking with bourbon, we're going to have my man, your man, our man, the Bourbon Cowboy, make us a drink on Cooking with Frankie Meatball.
Hey, this is Kevin from PhillyRockRadio.com.
Hey, this is Johnny E from Philly Rock Radio.
Hi, this is Denise Schroeder from Food Network Season 20, Worst Cooks in America. And you're watching Cooking with Frankie Meatball.
So I got 1.5 pounds of boneless, skinless chicken breast, okay? I got a little more, it's close to 2 pounds. So anyway, we're gonna get ourselves a nice red onion. We're gonna cut that up. Okay, you know how to do it. Cut it in half. Small to medium purple onion. We're going to chop that finely. You know how to do it. Slice it down here. Right? We got an onion chopped. I didn't use the whole onion, okay, because it was a little big. So just chop it. You just want to dice it nice and small. Just run your knife through it. As you get something like this, call it the bench scraper. Picks it up nice and nice right on top of your chicken, okay? 2 cloves of garlic. I'm going to mince them really nice. And I'm going to show you a nice little trick when you want to mince garlic real nice and small. Nice little trick I just learned. Okay, we're going to cut the tips off. We're going to be moils, huh? Alright, now. Boom. Look at that. See that? Nicey. Get that nice and squashed. Boom. Nicey nice. Alright, now we got 2 cloves of garlic, minced, right on top of the onions. Boom. 1 cup of ketchup, 1/4 cup of brown sugar. Now you want it packed. Okay, so 1/4 cup of brown sugar, but when you put it in, push it down, okay? Boom. 2 tablespoons of Worcestershire. We're going to do 2 tablespoons of maple syrup. 2 tablespoons of apple cider vinegar or cider vinegar. We're going to need 1 tablespoon of chopped parsley. I never measured fresh herbs. I usually just cut them and throw them in. But today I measured them for you. Alright, so that is 1 tablespoon of fresh cut parsley. 1/4 teaspoon of black pepper. You know what? I'm going to give it a little more. Just a tad bit more. Pinch of salt. An old tub bourbon. Whatever that is. Maybe it's old bathtub water. Maybe that's what it is, right? This is from the Bourbon Cowboy's special stock. We're going to do 2 tablespoons. This recipe, you actually need 3 tablespoons, but first you want to put 2 tablespoons in first and save 1 tablespoon for the end. So you got all your ingredients in, just give it a nice little mix. Just mix it all together, right? Look at that. It looks good, and guys, let me tell you, it's not even cooked yet, and I'm ready to eat it, okay? See, this is something you could do real quick and have it cook all day, because now this is all ready. We're going to put it on low, okay? We're going to put it on low and let it cook 3 to 4 hours. We're going to start the corn salsa. I wanted to get fresh corn, but it's not corn season. So I grabbed some frozen corn. You need 2 cups. Just thaw it out. Don't put it under water. Just take it out, 2 cups, put it to the side, let it thaw out, let it get nice and soft. So here's our 2 cups of corn. Now we're going to take a red pepper, okay? In case you don't know how to open it, you cut it through the middle. Get your for coming bowl. Put everything in there like that. Get all the seeds out and everything, okay? So we want to cut this up really fine, really nice, really bite size, okay? We don't want them too thick. So I'm just going to go ahead and chop them up like that. All right? Boom. For my man, boom. Just nice bite size, see? Nice bite size. Okay? Remember, it's going and salsa that's going on top of your chicken tacos. We're going to call that 1 cup of peppers. We're going to set that to the side. The onion again. If I start crying, don't mind me. I'm just a little crybaby when it comes to this onion, you know? So we're going to just chop that nice and small, right? Boom, man. Boom, man. Boom, man. Chop that nice and nice and nice and nice and just run your little knifey through. You got your cup of red bell peppers. You got your half a cup of red onion. I'm going to go wipe my face because you can tell. Got a little choked up, guys. I can't wait to have some tacos. It's been a while. Been a long while. The last thing we're going to be chopping is some cilantro. Alright? You don't need much of it, you know. You don't have to put cilantro. Cilantro's optional. But it brings it together, you know what I mean? So I'm just going to finally chop it. I'm not going to put it all in. We're going to sprinkle this in when we're done, okay? Those of you that are just now joining my channel, check out Worst Cooks in America, Season 14. The meatball is on there, okay? Tomatoes is optional. I can't have salsa without tomatoes. Cut it in fourths. All right, now you're going to take your knife, see to the edge, see that? And you're going to take all that out. Boom. Take your knife, get all that mush out. All right, again, with your knife cuffs, nice bite sizes. All right, nice and even. So we're gonna just chop that guy up. Oh look, somebody's trying to run away, huh? Don't worry, I'll get him. I'm good with a knife, my friend. What we're gonna do is get a bowl of 2 cups of corn. If it's frozen, make sure it's thawed. And if it's fresh, good on you, mate. So anyway, half a cup of red onion, boom. Make sure you get all that onion. All right. Whole cup of peppers, boom. Here's how I got it. The meatball's measuring. I do it for you guys. Don't get used to it though, because you got to cook from the heart. Now we need 2 limes. We're going to zest them and squeeze them, okay? You get your little zester and just zest. Try not to go down all the way because you don't want that white in there, right? Boom. Look at that. Look at the colors. Colors look good, guys, huh? Now just cut both your limes in half. Look at that. Nice little toy, right? I thought it was fun. So I got it. Look. Keeps the seeds out, right? Nice and nice. Alright, now that's our second lime. This thing's beautiful. Keeps the seeds out, everything. The recipe calls for 1/8 of a teaspoon of a hot sauce. So you put 1/8 of a teaspoon. This is probably like a drop or 2. So I'm going to put 1. I'm going to put 1/4 teaspoon because I like it hot. Half a teaspoon of salt. Boom. 1/4 teaspoon of pepper. Grab your cilantro. Throw some in there. You know, it's up to you how much. Try not to make the cilantro overpower it. Get your rubber spat. Just mix it all together. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to keep this in the fridge. Let it cool off. Let all the flavors come together. We're going to wait for the chicken. While we're waiting for the chicken, my man, the Bourbon Cowboy, is going to cook up a nice drink for you. Here, I'm cooking Frankie Meatball. Now you know, I can't make something with bourbon and not have the Bourbon Cowboy here. So, since we're making tacos, he thought, well, you know what? I'll let my man take it over. He's going to tell you all about what he's going to make. It's all you. Again, nice to see you,
hey,
Mr. Cowboy.
Thanks a lot for having me over again, Frankie. I heard you were making some tacos, and not just any tacos, but some bourbon tacos.
Barbecue bourbon.
Barbecue bourbon. I heard that from all the way next door. And so I figured, can't have tacos without a margarita.
Oh, right? I was just saying I can go for a margarita with the taco, right?
Right. Problem is, I don't use tequila in my drinks. I use bourbon. So today we're going to make a bourbon margarita. Don't get me wrong, I like a tequila margarita like anybody else, but bourbon margarita is a little bit of a twist on a classic cocktail. So that's what we're going to do today. So what we're going to need for our bourbon margarita, of course, we're going to start out with some Kentucky Straight bourbon whiskey. This bottle here, Old Tub, this one's made by the people who make Jim Beam. And it's actually available. This is a bottled in bond, 100 proof. And you can find it if you're looking hard enough. Okay, it's a good bottled in bond act. Has actually been around since 1897, and that's a strict act on how whiskey can be made. It actually predates the Food and Drug Administration. So that was the first act in America which said something had to be made to a certain standard. That's what bottled in bond is. So that's a good bourbon right there. Next ingredient is going to be Cointreau. Now, this is like a French orange liqueur.
Okay. It sounds Mexican.
Yeah. El Cointreau, right?
Yeah.
So this is what you use instead of triple sec.
Okay.
You can use triple sec too, but I prefer this. We're also going to use agave syrup, and so this is just you're getting right from the agave plant, and so give us a little bit of Mexico, even though we're using bourbon, right? And of course, we're going to use limes. We're going to use fresh lime juice.
Now, did you grow the limes?
Yeah,
like the mint?
just picked them from my wife's garden. So it's important now when you're making a margarita, especially when you're making one on the rocks and not frozen, that you use fresh lime juice. Okay, because otherwise it's just not going to be right. So we got our cocktail shaker, and we're going to go ahead and that bourbon in. Now we're going to start off with 2 ounces of the bourbon. Next ingredient is going to be the Cointreau. We're going to do 1 ounce on this. All right, and now we're going to get to that lime juice I was telling you about. All right, so
Nice little tool you got there.
Yeah, you got to have a juicer. Nothing better in the morning than some fresh orange juice, And
So with the margarita, how many limes do you use?
well,
Depends on the size.
Depends on the size of the limes. These are little ones, so I'm going to use 2. Normally, if you had a nice big lime, maybe just use 1. That's the good stuff there. That's exactly what you want in your margarita. No matter what else you're using, use fresh lime juice. Okay, last ingredient is going to be the agave syrup. Just a splash of this. It's sweet. Okay, so I'm going to put in too much. Ready, shake. All right, now you don't want to miss something real important now. Before we pour our drink, we got to sugar that glass.
Oh.
Okay? We got our margarita glass. So the first thing we want to do is just get it all on the rim there. Okay? Then we'll do the same thing with the sugar.
Oh, look at that extra salt.
Yeah.
Extra sugar
A
on
little
it.
extra. Alright, so there's our glass. Nice and sugared. And then you took my drink.
Oh, I was running away with the drink.
Alright, so here we're going to put the ice in. Alright, so we're not going to strain it. If we wanted to do it up, we would just take that off. But here we'll take the whole top off and let the ice fall right in there with that. Okay?
Nice.
And then the last thing we're going to do is just slice up that lime again, because we need a little garnish. We'll put that right on the edge there. And there you go. You got your bourbon margarita. You want to give it a try,
I'll
Frank?
give it a try. Did I ever say no? He can't make a drink with tequila. Yeah. He's the Bourbon Cowboy, not the Tequila King.
That's right.
I mean, forget about it. Dang, this is awesome.
All right, thanks for having me over, and I can't wait to have some of those bourbon chicken tacos.
Well, you're going to make a couple more,
Oh, yeah.
and then
For sure.
we're going to have some margaritas, and we're going to wait for that bourbon chicken. Now, see, this is the time when you're out with your kids, when you got your chicken cooking, you're out with your kids, the hockey, soccer, but not us. We're going to be out drinking. We'll see you back here on Cooking with the Bourbon Cowboy. All right, you got your chicken. It's cooking in a slow cooker. Look at that. 3 to 4 hours, you pull it apart. Shred that chicken apart, guys. You're going to shred that chicken apart.
Alright guys, how we doing? Now you're going to get your flour tortillas. You're going to put your barbecue bourbon shredded chicken on the taco shell. And then you're going to put your shredded coleslaw and top it off with your corn salsa. These guys couldn't make it happen. They are struggling along, want to make many margaritas. I'm telling you guys, if you like what you saw, hit like and subscribe. And don't forget to check out PhillyRockRadio.com. Forget about it, eh? It's a Frankie Meatball production.